Thank you for staying with us. A cross-section of Nigerians there saying that they will not vote based on tribe or religion, but instead, with regards to competence, and the candidate that they feel and they believe will move Nigeria forward. These are some of the conversations, that are, going across the country at this time. Even if you still have a couple of people, maybe more than a couple of people, who are voting based on tribe or religion. But thank you for staying with us. We also have this morning Malik Babalola, who's the Deputy MD, Gloopro. Good morning, Mr. Malik. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you. Now, let's talk about, your company and how you're dealing with the current challenges Nigerians are facing. I can see that you're at the office, I believe. You've been able to drive to work. It means that, you maybe, are dealing with it somehow, some way. So, but how's your company coping? What kind of service does your company offer, first of all?
Okay, we're a technology company.
Okay, all right. So,
procurement solutions to large and medium enterprises.
Okay, brilliant. So now let's talk about how you are dealing with the lack of petrol across Nigeria at this point.
Well, actually, thanks for COVID. It's prepared the organization to adopt working remotely. So most of my staffs, they work remotely, and it's just only the essential, the very few team that has to come to work. So that's how we've been. We went back to the COVID era.
Okay, I mean, this is interesting to see because normally it will be hard for you to imagine a Nigerian office telling people to work from home because normal Nigerian mentality is if we're not seeing you, it means that you're not working. So it's interesting to see that there's more and more people adapting to the work from home mentality, being forced to adapt to the work from home mentality. Is the lack of, a scarcity of cash or scarcity of petrol also affecting your business as it functions?
It has little impact, because the business still has to deal with some informal sector. That's where we have challenges. Every other thing is digitalized, and so that's where we have little challenge. So, like I said, most of the staff do not have to commute down to work. They can always work at home, and we observe they are even more efficient when they work remotely. And so the very few ones that come, we try to balance things for them. There's some which we've provided accommodation for, so they don't have to commute often. So it's affecting us, but not that much. It's very minimal.
Yeah. Are you also seeing this, as a business opportunity? Because, people say that in times of chaos or in times of, crisis, people always look for business opportunities around there. So is this also something, because you're in the tech industry, so is this also something you've looked at and said to yourself, maybe this is something we should tap into, we need to find a way to tap into these bits of crisis here and there and provide solutions to Nigerians that would assist in times when there's a petrol scarcity or there's scarcity of cash or, Nigeria is just upside down as it happens every now and then.
Okay, yeah, I know the fintech companies, I can see most of them are really tapping into this because you can see some of them already offering payment solution to the unregulated market and the informal sector. So we have a spike in that lately. You could see, I saw some ad of someone selling pepper having to use POS as a form of payment. So definitely it's going to create new opportunity for the tech companies, especially the ones on fintech. And you can see in all these crises, there are some fintech companies that have really stood out. Their payment platform could really sustain the bandwidth and the surge in internet and digital transaction. We've had a couple of that. So definitely to create more opportunities and especially penetrating the unbanked and the informal sector. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, and final question, what are the conversations like across your office and across your workspace with regards to the forthcoming elections? It's going to be in about 16 days. Are people more eager to vote? Do you have colleagues who are now saying, with the crisis we're currently dealing with, we must vote, and this is enough to help us decide who we're voting for?
Okay, yeah, I think generally people are more vote conscious now. They're very conscious about election. You can see, unlike what we've had over the years, people are more interested in who they're going to vote for, how they're going to participate in selecting a leader. So which I believe is crucial to take this country to its next milestone. So everybody is involved. Everybody is involved. That's what I can say. So it's a discussion that is always going on, and people are always. I'm sure majority of my staffs are going to be involved in this.
Okay. Well, I think it's very, very important, and many more people need to do their very, very best to get involved. But thank you very much for your time this morning, and
thank you for having me.
wish you well. Looking forward to speaking with you again, hopefully when we're in better situations across the country.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely.